Now this is one of my favorite treats. I posted, but I didn't go through the whole process. Now I want to say this. This is Amazon's, I believe, but it's fruit cocktails. But I normally get the name brand, or I either usually cut up fresh fruit. That's the best kind, Ambrosia, when you can cut up apples and you add grapes. You add, you can add bananas. You can add pears, peaches, cherries. Cut them up and dice it up real good. Sometimes they're good even with big chunks. But today I'm just doing a small one. I'm opening it up. But what I am going to do is drain the juice. You never leave the juice on there. So what I'm doing is draining the juice out of the can. This is a 15-ounce can. And so, of course, it's more juice than it is fruit. So with this 15-ounce, really, it may only require an 8-ounce bowl of Cool Whip. Unless you just like it fluffy. I like it fluffy too. So I've drained the juice off. If it's healthy juice, then you give it to your pet. But if it's not and got a lot of sugar, don't give it to them. So I'm going to dump this in this bowl. Shake, 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 shake. They have only about 1 or 2 cherries in there. You want to break them up and cut them up so it can be evenly distributed. You can. My favorite ones is cherries. Believe it or not, I love cherries. I love cherries. I love cherries. So I'm going to break this up since this can did not give me a whole lot. Usually off-brand, they're always like that. So I'm just going to cut this because they got them cut in half. So I'm going to cut it 4 ways. Because it's not that many in here. And I'm just going to mix them up a little bit. Okay. Okay, the next thing. Last time I didn't put coconut, but coconut is delicious too. You can get some dried coconut, add it in there. It is delicious. You can put it as much as you like, or you can just stick to like 1/4 of it. It's enough. Another thing I add in is walnuts. Sometimes I add it at the end, or I do it in the beginning. So I'm gonna add it in the beginning. How much you like the crunch, it depends on you. So right now, this is like 1/4. We're going to see how 1/4 do. Then I have my marshmallows. Oh, don't we love marshmallows? You're not going to use the whole bag for an 8-ounce can. Because you don't want it to overwhelm. Maybe a half a bag. Okay, then now, this is Cool Whip. This is the 8-ounce Cool Whip. It's the extra cream. You don't have to have the extra cream. They have different variation. They have light. It's your option. I'm going to take this little plastic rim off. I hadn't closed my walnuts back up. These are chopped walnuts. You can use pecans. You can use both. Whichever one is your preference. The next thing is, oh, remember, Cool Whip always have recipes on the back. Fluffy fruity pie and mile high fudge brownie pie. This is the first time I've seen a different one. Usually it'd be the same one all the time. So that's 2 different ones I've never seen before. I usually give that to my pooch. You can give your dog Cool Whip. That's all they doing at Starbucks. I'm going to take 2 big old clumps and see how well it works. And I'm going to stir it in here. I usually put it in another bowl, but this is the bowl I'm going to leave it in. You wanted to make sure it's blended real well. You want to flip it and turn it in the Cool Whip. All the ingredients. And you want to make sure that you have a lid for it, because Cool Whip can dry out, will dry out if you leave it open without a covered lid. Some people like to see their fruit inside of it. I'm a person, I want to see more Cool Whip because I like the fluffy taste. And then when I bite, I want to taste the crunch in the fruit. This is a household treat, even though my mother made it on the holidays like Christmas and Thanksgiving. But as I got older, I asked her would make it all throughout the year. So if I'm in the urge of eating it, you can have it like that. You can add a little bit more. Like I want a little bit more crunch. So I'm gonna add some more walnuts. Another one for, and then I'm gonna seal it away. Snap, close, tear off the excess. And then I'm gonna put this in a container so it can stay fresh. It's always good to put your marshmallows in another container with a lid to keep them fresh so they won't dry out. So I'm gonna stir this again. And I'm gonna add a little bit more Cool Whip. But I wanna make sure the walnuts are all throughout here. I taste the coconuts. I'm gonna use all the 8 ounce. This time I usually leave my dog some, but this time I'm not. And you just mix it and mix it until it's fluffy. And put a nice lid on it. Delicious.